Same starters for both teams to begin this third period. Gafford with a nice screen. Jones got all the way to the rim and couldn't cash out. DiVincenzo on the run with Edwards and Randall. Edwards baseline inside. Gobert with a catch in traffic, and he draws the hit. Amount of touches tonight.
He is, but they're moving the ball.
Okay.
He's moving the ball, and you're talking about a lot of touches. He's making himself available on drives. He's getting offensive rebounds for putbacks and touches via like a post-up. He's getting touches via ball movement. But that's when the Minnesota's offense is at its best.
Najee Marshall on a drive. Couldn't finish, but he draws the foul. Najee Marshall going with three. The Minnesota Timberwolves just several games ago surrendered an 18-point lead against New Orleans. Sometimes they have a tendency, as we alluded to earlier, to take their foot off the accelerator.
Or never put their foot on the gas in the first place, in my opinion. Because when you have losses to the Utah Jazz, the Pelicans, you can't be highs and lows if you're trying to be a championship contender. There's a level of consistency, not just in your offensive performance, but in your defensive approach. And that's where Chris Finch talks about they've got to be more consistent down the stretch.
Randall off the bounce, a little bit strong. Gobert with the putback inside. He has been dominant and dictatorial in the paint tonight. Gobert with 14 points and 12 rebounds. He had a double-double in the first half. Middleton turns the corner. Fades away over Edwards and knocks down another one. Having a good night offensively. And a block at the other end by Gafford on McDaniels. Here's Jones.
This is one of those moments. Again, you're up by 11. If you come out here, lackadaisical here in this second half, that lead turns to 5 to 7. Your job, if you're Minnesota, is to put your foot on that gas pedal, not give up and ones, as you see Najee Marshall with one. This is that moment right here if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Talked about how he has been found money this year for the Mavericks with his offensive contribution. Couldn't complete the three-point play, but they get the deficit below 10. Here's Edwards off the wide pin and lost the handle. Had it knocked away. Washington on the break with the left. Got it to go. Chris Finch eschewing the timeout. He's going to let them play.
Yeah, there's not many more possessions, though.
Randall with the slam.
And those are the moments. You said, don't call a timeout. That would have been a moment. You get a good offensive possession here. Now Chris Finch is definitely staring at his team's defense to see how they're going to answer.
Edwards in his stance caused that steal, and a little bit of room service for Randall. His third field goal tonight. Lead back to double digits at 11. Gafford swings it around second side to Washington. Tough pass inside. Good catch in traffic by Gafford. McDaniels in the corner. Pulls a quick three, a little bit strong. Washington inside, got it to go over Gobert. And this time, Chris Finch is going to burn it.
When you want to put your foot on a team and hold them down, it's how you start quarters. It's how you end quarters. But right now, the Minnesota Timberwolves have not come out with that aggressiveness, with that intensity that they need.
DiVincenzo out to McDaniels on the baseline, drives the closeout. Gobert couldn't get the alley-oop. Tyus Jones, Edwards attempted to block him, couldn't get it, and the lead is down to 3. The Dallas Mavericks, undermanned, understaffed, right now overperforming.
Well, this is what we were talking about, consistency. When you look at the bad losses for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's not their offense. They've got 77 points. It's their defense. So yes, they are a top 10 defense. They are a 7th ranked defensive efficiency. But tonight they're playing like a team that's ranked in the top 20. And so that's the consistency. Can you be a top 10 defense every single night, no matter who you are playing? And they just haven't quite gotten there this year.
Big swings defensively from Minnesota. They give up a 3 to P.J. Washington. The lead is down to 2 points now. Edwards, the low gather, elevates, had it go off the back rim. Jones running out. DiVincenzo got to the deck, but it rolls out of bounds.
It's the bad losses that you point to that make you skeptical. Not the 2 wins versus OKC, the 2 wins versus the Thunder. It's these losses that they've had so far has been a little frustrating.
Edwards got a hand up. It comes off. Forced the miss that time from Middleton. Bagley with another opportunity. Sprays it out. One more. Marshall drives it. Tried to hit Bagley out of bounds. It's off Gobert or Minnesota, apparently. And now attempt to get into that low post area last couple of times. He scored a bucket. This time into the mid-range. Got it and one. And
dominant right there on those block areas. He's so strong. He's so athletic. There's not much you can do in those moments.
Katie has more.
Well, guys, Chris Finch said Ant put up a lot of hero threes. So he's been all summer developing his mid-range game, and it's been really beneficial, not only here, but certainly late in games in those clutch situations, Mark.
Yeah, it's really paying dividends right now, especially in clutch time. And the way this game is trending right now, guys, it's headed that way. Deficit at 4. Edwards working against Marshall off the Gobert screen. Got a clean look. Out of bounds off of Grant. Washington, sidestep 3. A little bit strong. Loose ball, Gobert has it. Here's McDaniels. Tipped out of bounds. That's going to be off of DiVincenzo. Has been able to stay in this ball game. It speaks to the collective grit and spirit of this squad that they're only down 4 right now, albeit undermanned.
Well, and that's one of the things we talked about it earlier on in the game. When we look at this team, they have played more clutch games than any other team in the league. Despite the injuries, despite the change of the rosters, the trades, they have been in so many games. And that is a compliment to Jason Kidd and his group. They are always playing with effort. But as much as I love what they're doing,
Brandon Williams, one of those players. Williams coming off the bench tonight. In 12 minutes has 10 points and a couple of dimes. Hey, Saturday before the Rockets and Knicks at 8:30. Shout out to Jason Kidd and his travel basketball team, the women's travel basketball program. Jason Kidd Elite has so far sent 45 Division I players into college basketball. Had 2 McDonald's All-Americans recently, and big part of the women's basketball scene. Randall off the window.
Yeah, there was that conversation about Cooper Flagg and playing the point, and Jason Kidd had some very demonstrative things to say about people that were criticizing him. Let me say this. I have not met many basketball minds like Jason Kidd, and if kids are able to be taught by him or within his system, they should consider themselves lucky as Marvin Bagley gets the easy putback. This is a 3-point game.
Sure is. Edwards out top. Off the Randall screen. Open for 3. Rims out again. He's had some good looks. Now 3 of 9 from deep. Williams has the mismatch on McDaniels. Middleton drives it baseline. Tried to use that Nash dribble. Comes out the other side with 7 on the shot clock. Time to get to work. Middleton on the cross and spin. With the left. Everything but the bucket that time, Richard.
Yeah, you see his skill there. And again, that was, can Minnesota put together consecutive stops? Offensively, they've got all the tools.
Randall. Picked off by Wilson. Pardon me, Martin. Edwards all over. Williams into the corner for 3. Boy, P.J. Washington had a great look. That would have tied it. Up and down they go. Naz Reid will handle his business. Jason Kidd calls timeout with 4:06 to go in the third.
offensive rebounds, but he's also finishing their possession.
Bagley with a nice block comes out to Bones Highland. Around the Reed screen, Reed on the pick and pop, lets it fly, and it's butter. Lead up to 11. Former sixth man of the year with a big shot there. Remember, Dallas closed to within 2 with 77-75 in the third. Thompson trying to keep them close right now. He knocks down his second 3-ball of the night. Here DeSumo around the Gobert screen, out to Reed. Highland off the stagger. Reed just puts his head down, burrowing his way to the bucket, and got the fortuitous touch.
We talk a lot about the versatile big man. I think Naz Reid doesn't get enough credit for all the things that he does at his size. It is really special to watch, and it's one of the reasons why Minnesota is one of those teams that you can always count on because they have that depth, because they have that versatility.
There's Thompson. Tough contested jumper. Boy, knocks it home. Klay Thompson starting to heat up a little bit. The lead down to 8.
Klay's been one of those forgotten things. He showed up to play next to Luka and to get wide open shots. And now he is in a transitional phase after leaving Golden State.
I have a feeling, Richard, anytime you can shoot the ball as well as he can, you can fit in somehow, some way, as Marshall draws the foul on DeSumo.
It's not even necessarily fitting in for a guy like Klay. It's you figure out a way to get him involved. Because he has such a unique shot, to me, I believe he has the prettiest shot in NBA history. His form, his consistency, his takeoff, his shoulders, it is literally pitch perfect.
Washington on the drive. Back out to Bagley. Tyus Jones making his homecoming tonight to Minneapolis. Shot clock at 1 for Bagley. Launches. Got it. They used up 23.7 seconds on the shot clock. And the lead is down to 5. Minnesota in a ball game. Dallas last led at 11-10 in the first quarter. Highland a little bit too strong. Got another chance. McDaniels with the step back 3. That rims out. They can get it down to 3 here. Marshall slips out against McDaniels. Little jump hook, that's his shot, and he knocks it home. We have a 3-point game.
We are 5 minutes away from another clutch time for Dallas. They have not to go. The game was within 5. You look at the amount of games that they have played. 34 of their games this season have been a 5-point game in the last 5 minutes. So that's who Dallas is. That's a compliment to Jason Kidd, the organization, because they have not been healthy. They have not had a full roster.
Gafford inside, couldn't convert. Here's Highland on the run out. Reed inside, great look to Gobert. And they stop the hemorrhaging temporarily. Under 9 minutes to go. Here's Jones. Jason Kidd makes the call. Run some angle pick and roll. Here's Washington. Tween, and the jump hook comes off to Gobert. Got hit in the face. Reed, part of that versatility, a little strong. Tyus Jones directing the offense. With his mother, Debbie, sitting courtside. Washington off the good feed, and he draws the foul. P.J. Washington will get
score hybrid. He can play the stretch forward. He can guard multiple positions. You could switch him. He's got the strength to guard some bigs. He was a very, very valuable piece next to Luka, and then everything just kind of shifts as the organization is shifting.
Let's take a look at the upcoming national NBA TV schedule. Tomorrow on NBA TV, Magic Suns 5 East 8:30. Sunday doubleheader on ABC, Cavs Thunder at 1. Followed by Nuggets Warriors, and Sunday night on NBC and Peacock, it's Celtics Lakers at 6:30. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
That was the thing that I think jinxed it.
Okay.
But I think they did something about fries for all. They get fries, not nuggets.
Okay.
Some cities have nuggets, some cities have fries.
They got cookies in Sacramento too. Don't forget them. Randall at the elbow. Drives it on Thompson. There's the mismatch. Got it back. Knocked away. Gafford. That's the right guy for the job. And Klay Thompson connects. And it's a two-point contest. They have battled all the way back from down 18.
Remember when we said earlier that's one player that you don't want to see going? Because he's a player that if he gets it going, there's not a defense that's created that can stop him.
Klay Thompson approaching flow state right now. DeSumo on the drive, inside to Randall, knocked away. And here come the Mavericks with a chance to tie or take the lead on a three. Chris Middleton sizing up DeSumo. For the lead, Thompson. Another chance for Tyus Jones. On the drive, and we're tied at 103. Timeout, Minnesota. They clear out the side for Middleton. No double team coming. Thompson for the lead. And rebounded by Randall. He had a great look. Now 4 of 6 of late. Reed with a quick sit dribble, pulls up and knocks it home. Naz Reid, a local cult hero in Minneapolis, has 21. Washington crosses and spins. Inside, tipped it up, no good, got it back. 3 for a quarter, couldn't convert. And here's Reid again.
Now, to me, Minnesota, you got to keep moving the ball. This is the hero shot. These are the home run shots. Can you run an offense? Can you do something to get a good quality look?
And little machine gun dribble, pops clutch. Lefty, got it! A miraculous lefty lay.
Anytime Steph in the Olympics, Kawhi there, when you're just dominating the best players in the world in a way we haven't seen very often.
He was cooking. Middleton on the wing against DeSumo. We're going to try and walk him down. DeSumo stood him up pretty well. Sometimes with a prolific score, doesn't matter. Middleton, another midi. 6 of 13, 16 points.
Oh, he's a mid-range master. He learned that spot. Again, if it wasn't for the injuries, the surgeries, I think there's a couple more all-star games. But one thing that doesn't go away is that skill.
Randall sizing up Bagley. Reid around the Randall screen. Bagley switches out onto him. Reid a step back. And Dallas gets the stop. Dallas is in the top half of the league in defensive rating. On an empty corner two-man game with Middleton and Jones. Ball tipped into the backcourt. No violation, but they got to work quickly. 5 on the shot clock for Tyus Jones. At his own pace. DiVincenzo with the board. Edwards with an open look. Dallas still in it. One thing about Tyus Jones, historically one of the leaders in assist to turnover ratio. Got the ball to
what your defensive scheme is. Here, it looks like Minnesota wants to chase him heavy and then funnel him down.
Middleton with the miss.